Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone and welcome to my content video. My name is Rafina Faradila Putri. I'm a student at 2nd grade English Literature. And now I would like to discuss about how to speak fluently during the interviews. Have you ever thought that you don't stand a chance of getting the job you desire, or you sometimes get stuck for words when speaking in English? Using the right English tenses during a conversation, or you don't know how to sound professional during important events such as job interviews and meetings. Oh, don't worry. Today I will be providing you some quick tips in which you can clear your interview sounds at ease. Now, what to be done before the interview? Number 1 is review. Review the oral rating scale so that you know what the examiner will be checking for. Number 2 is practice. Practice beforehand by having a friend or colleague interview you with questions found on our recommended website or other resources. You might want to record this and have a native English speaker listen to it with you to identify ways that you could have answered more naturally. And now, during the interview tips. Number 1 is relax. You are not expected to be perfect, just to be fluent enough to function easily in an English-speaking office. Number 2 is keep talking. Try to give more than a 3-word answer to each question. The examiner wants to hear you talk more than the interviewer. The examiner cannot easily give you a score if you only say yes and no. Number 4 is speak slowly, audibly, and clearly. If you tend to speak fast when you're nervous, try to speak slower. You'll be understood better. If you usually have a soft voice, make an effort to speak louder. It's impossible for an examiner to give you a score if she or he cannot hear you. Number 5 is feel free to take control of the conversation. Interviewers have been advised to avoid talking about politics or other sensitive topics, but have not been given exact question to ask. Thus, the content is not as important as you appearing fluent, and a fluent conversationalist sometimes changes the subject. Number 6 is don't memorize or give a lecture. Remember that this is meant to be a conversation, not a recording of your reading, saying something you memorized or giving a lecture to your interviewer. And I feel there are a few other things you can do to improve your verbal facility, which include the first one, practice reading a short passage or an article from your daily newspaper or magazines. Tape record it so that you will know where to make adjustments or corrections. You can even invite a good buddy to listen so as to give you candid feedback. The second one is randomly pick up a photo or a picture and proceed to articulate as much as you can about what you see in it. The third is every time after you have finished watching a movie or reading a storybook, do your best to articulate the key ideas and salient points to yourself. As usual, you can tape record and or get a friend to listen. And then read a lot, newspapers, novels, and your textbooks, watch YouTube videos, or etc. If you don't tend to a word, then internet is your best friend. Search for it and hear how it's pronounced. The next one is think in English, or the language you want to learn. And then always participate in the extracurricular activities even if it's for small parts. This way you can talk to more people. And the last one is go for seminars and watch the speaker body language and try to ape him. Slowly, you will know your style, what works for you. Okay, at last, I would summarize as don't be too concerned about your stuttering. Just focus on your objective to practice speaking fluently and proceed to speak naturally. Yes, it takes a lot of personal course, but that's the process of natural learning. Also remember, fear is essentially a perceived notion and always a transient event. It will pass. Okay, that's all from me. I hope this video can be useful for all of you. I will see you next time. Okay, that's all from me. I hope this video will be useful for all of you. I will see you next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.